Hello guys, welcome to my channel Physics Infinity. Today in this lecture, I am going to discuss with you a case where a capacitor is filled with several dielectrics. Then how do you find the effective capacitance of that parallel plate capacitor? So here we are. We got a parallel plate capacitor having plates X and Y. Plates X and Y. The face area of the plate is A and the distance between the plates is D. The voltage, the PD, is applied across the plates X and Y. Plate X positive and plate Y negative. Look at the figure 1. Now, in this capacitor, I fill it up, its entire volume, with four dielectrics. Each dielectric occupying a quarter of the volume. Kappa 1, Kappa 2, Kappa 3, Kappa 4. The capacitance of this C1, this is C2, this is C3, this is C4. Well, for the C1, the plate area is A by 2 and the distance between this is D by 2. So A by 2, D by 2, and it is the same for all. Now, there is a little controversy. I have seen many people thinking that is, to find the effective capacitance, they take C1 parallel to C2, make it one block, C3 parallel to C4, another block, and first block in series with the second block. No, that is wrong. Why? Because remember the main clue. Two devices, whatever be the devices, are said to be in parallel if the PD or the voltage across them is same. Now, the voltage is same across this block and across this block. In the first block, we have C1 and C3 in series. In the second block, I have C2 and C4 in series. And then the first block is parallel to the second block. So here you are. C1 series with C3 parallel to C2 series with C4. Now series, product upon sum. So C1 C3 upon C1 plus C3 plus C2 C4 in series. C2 C4 upon C2 plus C4. C2 plus C4. Well, the main thing is done. You only have to feed in the values of C1, C2, C3 and C4 and get the final answer. I do that for you. C1 is epsilon naught kappa 1 A by 2 upon D by 2. So that becomes epsilon naught kappa 1 A by D. And the same thing for C2, C3 and C4. So C2 will be epsilon naught kappa 2 A by D. Same thing for C3 and C4. Now put down these values in this expression. So I give the results here. So epsilon naught A by D into kappa 1 kappa 3 upon kappa 1 plus kappa 3 plus kappa 2 kappa 4 upon kappa 2 plus kappa 4. LCM kappa 1 plus kappa 3 into kappa 2 plus kappa 4, and then just solve that. So it is epsilon naught A by D. So effective capacitance epsilon naught A by D kappa 1 kappa 3 kappa 2 plus kappa 1 kappa 3 kappa 4 plus kappa 2 kappa 4 kappa 1 plus kappa 2 kappa 4 kappa 3 whole divided by kappa 1 plus kappa 3 into kappa 2 plus kappa 4. The figure 2. Now in this case, well, we have kappa 1 and kappa 2 filling a quarter, A by 2, D by 2, A by 2, D by 2. So that is for the green and the blue, that is kappa 1 and kappa 2. And then the bottom part, that is filled with kappa 3 dielectric of constant kappa 3. This total face area is A and the distance between is D by 2. Now once again, generally what many people have done, they have taken C1 parallel to C2 series with C3. No, that is wrong again, because C1 and C2 cannot be taken in parallel because the PD across them is not same. The PD is same across this whole block and this whole block. So what I do is I draw a line from here and I divide the C3 into two equal halves. I draw the line straight here. So I get C3 by 2 here and C3 by 2 here. Then C1 series with C3 by 2. C2 series with C3 by 2. And the two blocks parallel because the voltage is same across X and Y. Plate X is positive, plate Y is negative. I've shown you here. In both the figures it was like this only. So there you are. C1 series with C1 by 3 parallel to C2 series with C3 by 2. Don't look at the yellow part for the time being. This is the last part where C1 is epsilon naught kappa 1 A by 2 upon D by 2. C2 is equal to epsilon naught kappa 2 A by 2 upon D by 2. And C3 epsilon naught kappa 3 A divided by D by 2. But I am interested in C3 by 2. So C3 by 2 will give me epsilon naught kappa 3 A upon D. Now I do it. C1 series with C3 by 2 product upon sum. C2 series with C3 by 2 product upon sum. And this whole block parallel to this block I just add. Simple maths now. The main concept I have already given to you. So epsilon naught K1 A by D into epsilon naught kappa 3 A by D divided by epsilon naught kappa 1 A by D plus epsilon naught kappa 3 A by D plus this whole thing which were in series. Epsilon naught kappa 2 A by D product epsilon naught kappa 3 A by D upon epsilon naught kappa 2 A by D plus epsilon naught kappa 3 A by D. Now I go up the yellow part. This is the final part. Well, I just adjust this. There is no physics left now. It is all pure maths. Simple. And that is also very simple maths. You just have to make some adjustments here. So epsilon naught A by D I take common. So kappa 1 kappa 3 upon kappa 1 plus kappa 3 into kappa 2 kappa 3 upon kappa 2 plus kappa 4. Well, that's it. Bracket close. Well, I just solve that. So if C is epsilon naught A by D into kappa 1 kappa 3 kappa 2 plus kappa 1 kappa 3 square plus kappa 2 kappa 3 kappa 1 plus kappa 2 kappa 3 square divided by, well, the LCM K1 plus K3 into K2 plus K4, and that is your answer. I hope now you can now do question on any question on dielectric filling when a capacitor is filled with different combinations of dielectric. Thank you very much for watching my video.
If you love the video and want me to make more useful videos for you, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated.